Welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to relive one of the most legendary games in chess history, the Immortal Game, played in 1851 by Adolf Anderssen against Lionel Kieseritzky. This masterpiece is famous because Anderssen sacrifices both rooks, a bishop, and even his queen, just to deliver checkmate with his minor pieces. Let's see how it happened. Phase 1. White plays pawn to e4. Black responds pawn to f5. Classic opening start, fighting for the center. 2. White pushes pawn to f4, offering the king's gambit. Black accepts and takes the pawn with his e-pawn. Anderssen is sacrificing a pawn for rapid development. 3. White develops his bishop to cr4. Black checks immediately with queen to h4. A sharp reply, early queen check. 4. White's king steps up to f1. Black pushes pawn to b5. The white king is exposed, but Anderssen doesn't care. Black expands on the queen side. 5. White's bishop captures the pawn on b5. Black develops knight to f6. 6. White develops knight to f3, attacking the queen. Black's queen slides back to h6. 7. White supports his center with pawn to d3. Black's knight jumps to h5. 8. White places knight on h4, hitting the queen. Black queen goes to g5. 9. White's knight leaps to f5, threatening key squares. Black pushes pawn to c6, attacking the bishop. 10. White pushes pawn to g4, chasing the knight. Black retreats the knight to f6. The attack begins. 11. White lifts rook to g1, directly attacking the black queen. Black captures pawn on bi5 with his c-pawn. 12. White pushes pawn to h4, threatening further. Black queen drops back to g6. 13. White pushes pawn again to h5. Black queen slides to g5. 14. White's queen comes out to f3, pressuring the king side. Black retreats his knight awkwardly to g8. 15. White's bishop captures pawn on f4. Black's queen goes to f6. 16. White develops knight to c3. Black develops bishop to c5. 17. White's knight jumps to d5 right into the center. Black queen greedily takes pawn on b2. 18. White calmly plays bishop to d6. Black captures White's rook on g1 with his bishop. 19. White pushes pawn to f5, threatening the queen. Black's queen takes rook on a1 with check. 20. White moves king to a 2. Black develops knight to a 6. 21. White's knight jumps to g7 with check. Black's king slides to d8. 22. White sacrifices his queen by moving queen to f6. Black captures with knight. 23. And finally, White's bishop moves to e7. Checkmate. Wrap up. Anderssen gave up both rooks, a bishop, and even his queen, all for this stunning checkmate with his